Hey guys, it's OKB, and this is how to use Christmas Kushina. Now, Christmas Kushina is actually in this week's Fuku deals, and I mean she's been out for a while, but I think this is the first time she's been in Fuku deals. I think she's been in events before that during Fuku deals, but not the Fuku deals itself. I'm not 100% sure though, but either way, I think people don't understand her value, and it's not in 1 versus 1. All right, it's in getting more coupons and getting more training potions or whatever, as long as you're participating in the rankings. Particularly five natures and infinite illusions. But first, I'm going to show you guys her abilities, talk about them, what combinations you could do with her, and then I'll show you, I think, 5 natures, infinite illusions, maybe a little bit of rank battle. Alright, and then I'll show you 1 versus 1 teams. The 1 versus 1 is not her strong suit. Alright, her strong suit is getting you more power when you fight in these special modes that pop up. And I guess if you want to use her in 1 versus 1, you should just use her and throw her away, or use a revival that actually does work. Yeah, it might be a little difficult to use it. Yeah, it was a revival, but yeah, hopefully you guys will find it good. And okay, so Christmas Kushina. Let's go over her abilities first. Alright, the bottom ability is the only one that really matters in terms of making her exceptional, but the rest of her abilities, well, it's like she has a lot of abilities jam-packed into one, and they're all offensive, but because they're all offensive, she dies pretty easily. So yeah, it's a multiple of things, right? Mystery is causing unmissable damage to 4 people on the team. Interrupt 3 combo, so combos is pretty nice. It's unmissable, so the combos will be able to activate more often. Interrupt is nice. Suppression of super armor is nice, and it's until the end of the round. All right, and then she causes high float with that, which there's a lot of things jam packed in there, which is all nice and all, but if she doesn't survive, then she won't be able to use this or to help the entire your own team. The attack is to attack the units with the lowest health, high chance of causing high float, ignition, and chaos. So yeah, ignition is nice, chaos is nice. You're hitting one person with the lowest health, so it's sort of like an assassin. But it's okay. There's a lot of people who are immune to this stuff, and you can't really interrupt most mysteries because the chaos. I mean, they're either maybe they dodged it, or maybe they're immune to status thanks to whatever effect. But yeah, it's sometimes helpful, but not something you rely on. The chase. Repulse knockdown, but you remove all shields and buffs. So if you're using fire main or maybe water main to be immune to debuffs, then I guess you can remove it with this. And then they cause chaos, again, lots of chaos here. Knockdown, 10 combo. 10 combo is pretty nice for some of the teams. Furthermore, your mystery skill cooldown time will reduce by 1 round. Now her mystery costs 40 chakra, so it's not that easy to use, especially as a support. So that is a problem here. Passive. Her first passive basically reduces 4 enemy male units' defense resistance by 8%. This goes through immunity to status, but 8% is not a huge deal unless she survives for a long period of time. So, it's alright. And then there's the very bottom passive, which is the ability that you want her for. Kushina is immune to debuffs, so that's good. But while she's on the field, for each 10 chakra the team consumes, their attack increases by 8%. So if you use a normal mystery, 40 chakra or something, then whoever uses that 40 chakra will get 32% attack, because 4 times 8 is 32%, right? Also, you'll also get critical hit by 3% for every 10 chakra. So 40 chakra would be like 12% critical hit increase. And if that's going to help your position 1, then great. That's really going to help. If you use something like 6-Pass Naruto, so 6-Pass Naruto kind of works with her. If you use 6-Pass Naruto, usually you're going to use the 20 chakra mystery, which means you're only getting a 6% critical hit increase. And their attack is only 16%, which is only helpful for the I think mystery attack. That's the only thing that attack will help you with. And also the mystery attack is both taijutsu and ninjutsu. So basically you're only getting 8% attack for your 6-pass Naruto and 6% critical hit each time you use 6-pass Naruto's mystery. Now the critical hit might actually move the battle, so it's possible. You know, if critical hit is going to be that big of a deal in your battle, and sometimes it is, then even 6-pass Naruto will get Christmas Kushina and have it be useful. But in general, there's probably other much better supports that can do this. Though I suppose critical rate's the one thing that, you know, even if you increase it a little bit, it might complete the battle for you, right? So I'm hesitant to say 6-pass Naruto doesn't work with Kushina in 1 vs 1, right? But also her repulse knockdown is perfect with 6-pass Naruto because she does repulse knockdown. 6-pass Naruto does knockdown repulse. So either one can activate the chase, right? Yeah, removing shields and buffs and stuff. Similar to 6-pass Naruto, except she causes chaos. Yeah. So also 6-pass Naruto. 6-pass Naruto also with his mystery suppresses super armor, but only to one person. So I suppose if there's more than one, Christmas Kushina could help that out with suppressing 2 super armor people. And it's not that much. 6-pass Naruto probably isn't that great of a matchup with Christmas Kushina, but Edo Madara is. You see, okay, this team here that I'm showing you guys, the lightning main doesn't matter too much. You're just increasing a taijutsu attack and stuff. But if we go to do something like Infinite Illusions, Trial of Heart, then you guys can see here, I have Edo Sasori. Edo Sasori breakthroughs. His Edo Sasori's Y skill basically gives much more mystery damage to Edo Tensei units, or if you select a unit. And for me, it's going to do something like this, right? So Kushina's defense resistance isn't going to work against this mode, but yeah. Gonna wait a little bit. So I've increased Edo Madara's damage by 40%. And then now we're just gonna wait for him to be attacked. There we go. Alright, so Edo Madara's mystery is perfect for Infinite Illusion of Heart because whoever is close to... he hits everybody and everybody gets an additional 50% damage done to them because they're close to someone else. So for example, I'm gonna do this times 1 now. Yeah, so Edo Madara hits everybody, and his mystery attack, if he hits Earth Main, for example, then he's going to do 50% damage to Water Main, Wind Main, Lightning Main, and Fire Main, right? So that's as if you're hitting 2 more people. And same thing with the other 4, except, yeah, it's the same thing with the other 4. So Lightning Main is close to Earth Main, so you do 100% damage with Edo Madara, and then you hit 50% on Earth Main, you do 100% on Wind Main, 50% on Earth Main, and when you calculate that, it's pretty much like hitting 9 people whenever you use Edo Madara Mystery. Now, Edo Madara's Mystery increases his own attack and ninjutsu by 30%. That's part of his breakthrough abilities. But Christmas Kushina will increase that to, well, let's see, 32% attack is basically the same thing, 16% attack and ninjutsu. So Edo Madara will now go from 30% scaling to 46% ninjutsu and attack scaling, plus critical rates. And, you know, if I continue to go on like this, pretty much, because critical rates basically multiply the damage about 2 times, depends on your injury. But if you're able to critical rate all the time, then Christmas Kushina is doing way more than just giving more stacking. She's doubling the damage. It's kind of like having Rider Jiraiya for a mystery, right? Almost. Because at round 10, your Edo Madara's critical rate will go up by like 120%. And that's just insane. You're almost guaranteed a critical rate at that point. Like doubling your critical rate. Crazy. Alright, I'll show you guys the... you know, this is the same thing with 5 Natures. I don't need to show you that as well because 5 Natures is just 5 Natures. I'll record it over on 5 Natures and I'll show you guys, throw it to you guys, and show you guys just how powerful he can be round 1, 5s, and 10s, you know. And I'm not going to show you all 10 rounds because it'd be tedious, but these, you know, 5 natures, the rewards you get is ranking, and the higher you go, you get more training potions you get every single time. That's not to mention all these random modes that come along. Christmas Kushina is going to really help with that. Infinite Illusion's always here, apparently, unless they go by season. Probably not, though. So, you know, that gives coupons, so that might give you, like, so because I have Christmas Kushina, I was able to get to 400 coupons instead of 350 coupons weekly. So, you know, I get 50 coupons extra every single week. And so in 4 or 5 weeks, that's 250 or 300 coupons per month. That's, you know, that's a good payback from Christmas Kushina. So, yeah, this is why Christmas Kushina is good. That scaling. Now, if you want to use her in 1 versus 1, I wouldn't recommend her really, even in arena, as the most powerful. But you guys can try something like this, where Christmas Kushina is just, she's immune to status, so she could technically be a secondary tank. She has repulse knockdown, an extra chase, I suppose, and then she gives Automata critical hits, attack. Same thing with the rest of the team, though I would say in Lightning Main, it's interesting. He has a very similar ability. So he increases his attack by 6% and his critical rate by 4% every single time he uses any mystery, any chakra, really. So if you use something like Chidori Blade in round 2, then you can, let's see, Chidori Blade will give him 24% attack and 16% critical rate. And if you add in Christmas Kushina onto the team, how much is this? So 32% attack and 12% critical rate. So you have 28% critical rate increase the first time you use any sort of mystery. And how much attack? That's actually quite a lot of attack. So 24% plus, so it's basically 12%, 48% attack. Yeah, so for a free-to-play person, if you don't have Automata or like, if you're just getting her, right? You have no position 1 ninja. I would still recommend 6-pass Naruto in this Fuku, but if you don't want to use 6-pass Naruto, you could do something like this and just actually probably even water. No. So Lightning Main with like some sort of talents like this. Chidori Blade, I suppose. You can also use Lightning Armor, which, you know, increases his own critical rate, and that 20 chakra will give him some critical rate bonuses. And you can blitz somebody with this, I guess, and Christmas Kushina can help, because, you know, 20 chakra will give 16% attack and 6% critical rate, but it's better to use Chidori Blade, and you can run some random stuff, I don't know, like, what's some Beheading Kakashi, for example, Status Reflect, because you can run Root with this ability, yeah, something like that, Chidori Blade, Root, some other swordsmen. This is just for a very free-to-play style fight, but this can give you scaling, and, you know, one of the things that free-to-play teams lack is scaling, and Christmas Kushina can help you with that scaling, and she'll be helpful all around. I can also throw in something like Ronin Zabuza to counter some, you know, first of all, he's 3 stars, so he's cheaper, and you can try to counter some 6-pass Narutos with this ability, of course. In that, if you use Ronin Zabuza, I would suggest you do something like, so if your opponent's, if you're weak and you don't have 6-pass Naruto, chances are your opponent's faster than you. So you can just wait for your opponent to attack Ronin Zabuza, because Ronin Zabuza basically steals their standard attacks. And then you can run something like Giant Katsuyu Summoning Healing or something like that, and remove 1 layer of debuff. So though that itself has some requirements. Also, Beheading Kakashi has Status Reflect, so that might just help. Yeah, so any swordsman really could really help here. This is just a random team I'm making. You can also run this with Water Main, because Water Main has critical rate increase as well. So for those who are sort of new or kind of forgot, Shark Bombing is still a thing, though it's not the best, of course. Like, 6-pass Naruto is obviously the best, and he's not that difficult to get anymore. Okay, so now we're on Water Main, and I should probably go to Arena for this one. It's kind of showcase. Alright, so Shark Bomb is basically For those of you who don't know, Experimental Ninjutsu lowers her mystery cooldown by 1 every single round. Shark Bomb has a cooldown of 2, and so you can technically Shark Bomb every single time you want. But you need the chakra, so maybe healing, just a lot of healing, running around. And if that's the case, so let's go over this. Actually, neurotoxin. So whenever Azure Fang causes a critical hit, she also causes chaos, which even if you're not immune to status, even if you're immune to status, you'll be interrupted, I guess. You won't be chaos, but you'll be interrupted. And experimental, so basically you're able to use Shark constantly over and over again. Now, interestingly enough, that swimsuit Minato is actually quite nice. Apparently, there's a good chance, not 100% chance, but there's a good chance that when you attack him with any attack, you'll be hit with Flying Thunder tag. Any units attacking him will have a 65% chance of suffering from Flying Thunder tag. So if your opponent attacks Minato, for example, gets Flying Thunder tagged, you can probably use Water Main in round 1 just to like absorb all chakra, hit him, interrupt him, whatever, right? That's just a little thing I want to throw out. But if you don't have him, which most people probably don't, because he's technically supposed to be a fun unit, but he's been useful sometimes, then you can run something like Ren is probably a good one. Ren is probably the best one here. Ren healing, extra healing. You could run something like I think sometimes you'll get something like suits. Some of the suits, like a suit style, will give everybody an extra resistance. It's a good free-to-play team, though. People who are immune to status, it's gonna be bad for you. But he increases resistance by 60%. That's kind of nice for the first rounds or so. But you probably want someone with chakra, so you could go for something like Asuma, right? Windblade Asuma is fine too. Basically you're just trying to get enough chakra to Shark Bomb in round 1, or you could wait for the next round to interrupt if you're faster. If you're not faster, then don't bother, right? Basically, Water Main does a lot of critical hits. The critical hit is her source of damage, and her ability, deal some non-critical damage based on ninjutsu. Okay, she also increases her own critical rate. So, and also, that's right, her chase will also cause critical rate. And also, if you use, where's the dogs? Ninja Dog Pakun. Summoning mystery, right? So in round 2, you'll be able to pop dodge with this if you don't have swimsuit Minato's ability, but it's kind of interesting. You'll be able to critical hit over and over again, and her mystery has an increased critical rate and injury rate. That's an improvement from before. So she actually has a fair amount of damage, though she just has a higher chance of critical rate instead of actually increasing her base damage. But for a free-to-play team, this is pretty good. And also, I know that Christmas Kushina gives attack, but Azure Fang is not doesn't use attack, so that's not too good. But I think with Lightning Release, it's both attack and ninjutsu. Can't go remember. I don't have the breakthrough on the Water Main on this one, but that should make it more powerful. I think it's just adding paralysis, though. Yeah, like Electric Shark or something. But this is free to play, so there's not much else I can or want to say. If you have other random stuff, I don't know, Green Ninja or Choji or something like that, which I don't have the breakthroughs to at the moment. But I'm just giving this as an example, right? Choji hits everybody, standard attack, mystery, whatever. You can use his attack is like, let's see, does he? I don't know if I think his chase gives him. Lowers his cooldown by 1, right? So you can just like a random person will give taijutsu, and his standard attack is taijutsu, so that actually works pretty well. Anyway, Christmas Kushina is just there to give that buff, but the problem is always going to be that she's going to die easily. So you guys, probably run Earth Main in my opinion, so that she doesn't die so quickly. And then if you have Erui Itachi, that would be good against the 6 fast Naruto, so you guys can survive. You could do something like, I don't have Naruto on here, but if for some reason you have Sasuke or whatever other else, you can run something like this for now, right? Sasuke, I mean, giving a taijutsu is nice, but literally just any other, yeah, just literally anybody position 1. Okay, I'll run, I guess, a couple free-to-play teams, but all in all, I don't recommend this in 1 versus 1 unless you don't have a lot of good support ninjas, or if you want to increase your critical rate versus your opponent, and your opponent is like very similar to power, very similar critical rate to you, then I guess you could do something like that, because the critical rate can spell the difference between winning and defeat. Okay guys, that's it for the talk. I'll show you guys Infinite Illusion, 5 Natures, ranked battles, and arena teams, and I think that should be fine. There's no other place that you really need to use her at the moment, unless there's under new modes it's gonna pop up, like Infinite Illusion's kind of new, so we'll see. Alright guys, see you in a second.
Been waiting for so long, the winds have grown strong, the birds have come and gone. I'm looking every day, but you might still be 1,000 miles away. Do you know I'm holding on? I've been looking in the distance as I sing our song. Dum da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da da dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da da da. You took your shield and sword, said you have to go, left me and went to war. Now I'm looking at the moon, nothing left of you but this little tune. Do you know I'm holding on? I've been looking in the distance as I sing our song. Dum da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, 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 da da. The seasons come and go, sun covered in snow, the trees turned into stone. My eyes are slowly closing, but I keep on hoping. Try to keep them open, try to keep them. And just in case I miss you, please wake me with a kiss. Would you wake me with a kiss? Would you wake me with a da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, dum da 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 dum, da 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 dum.
Day in, day out, it's the same road we're walking down. Same job, same town, 'cause we've been told that's the way our world goes round. Walking on the grounds we've always known, stepping on the footprints in the snow. But when it melts, the other ways will show. We're gonna make the footsteps on our own. That life can wait just for a while. That life can wait, so take that aside and go.
We'll be driving down the state, yeah. Looking around for the next crowd, yeah. Going our own way, trying to find a new route, yeah. We'll be going in circles, trying to find a way, searching for the things we do, yeah. Drop top without a choice, yeah. Hair blown round to the window, singing stupid noise. Or will you? I just wanna get to know ya. I wanna go far to the coast, yeah. I wanna drive fast to the ocean. I wanna know all of you. Growing old like a ghost, yeah. I wanna have kids of my own, yeah. Live a life till it's over. But until we do, it's sleeping too long. Yeah, I'm feeling a little crazy. Sat at home being lazy. Wanna travel till I'm 80, flying with you. Wanna take on the world and do something. Would you by my side like it's nothing? Wanna buy you things that you wanted. Wanna find you, drop top without a choice, yeah. Hair blow round to the window, singing stupid noise. With you, I just wanna get to know ya. I wanna go far to the coast, yeah. I wanna dive fast to the ocean. I wanna know all of you. Growing old like a ghost, yeah. I wanna have kids of my own, yeah. And live a life till it's over. But until we do, it's sleeping too long. To know it's sleeping too long. It's sleeping too long.
You used to stop this world from spinning. Like Superman, you were the only one to find the strength in all that I was dealing with. This life like kryptonite. And if you keep me close, every minute in this hourglass you hold. Oh, 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 and when I fall to thee, we be right in our way to save me, a superhero in me. A superhero in me. You called my soul when I was falling. You moved the clouds to stop me from hitting the ground. In every goal there was a meaning. For this love ain't kryptonite. And if you keep me close, every minute in this hourglass you hold. Oh, 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 and when I fall to thee, we be right in our way to save me, a superhero in me.
create more density. Sparks turn into fire unintentionally. Feel my body moving in ecstasy, and pour your gasoline all over me. Hold me, feed me, lock the door and give you all me. Squeeze me, show me that you're sensual. I'm feeling sexual.
Yeah, girl, just bounce that booty.
Create more density. Sparks turn into fire unintentionally. Feel my body moving in ecstasy, and pour your gasoline all over me. Hold me, feed me, lock the door and give you all me. Squeeze me, show me that you're sensual. I'm feeling sexual. You should learn from your mistakes. Keep on giving me all I need everything.
Hey girl, just bounce that booty.
Just one more night, 'cause there's no defusing this dynamite.